Hello everyone, I hope you're doing absolutely well. My name is Gautam and welcome back to the channel. So a brief introduction about myself. My name is Gautam. I'm a qualified chartered accountant and a CFA Level 3 candidate. I pursued my articleship with KPMG where I was in the statutory audit department and later I pivoted into forensics and due diligence. I've been able to clear my level 1 as well as level 2 with a 90 plus percentile. So here I am sharing my bit of learnings and journey with you. ठीक है सर, तो सर आज का क्या टॉपिक है? टुडे इज CFA level 1 your complete prep guide. So sir, whatever learnings I have got, however I was able to pull off my level 1 and level 2 with the best of percentiles, I am here to share this with you. ठीक है सर, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, हाउ कैन वी वेरी स्ट्रैटेजिकली अप्रोच द एग्जाम इज फर्स्ट बाय अंडरस्टैंडिंग द टॉपिक एरियाज, है ना? वी हैव 10 टॉपिक एरियाज रेंजिंग फ्रॉम एथिक्स डाउन टू पोर्टफोलियो मैनेजमेंट. 10 टॉपिक एरियाज, every topic has very different weightage, so it is very important to understand which topic holds how much value in the exam, क्योंकि these are very basic things which people do not tend to focus on and later they tend to understand that the preparation went all messed up. So this is one place where you can leverage and you can really get marks. So let us get started. First is ethics. So ethics की कितनी weightage है? It is almost 15 to 20%. So if we take an average, it is 17.5. So you can see almost 30 to 31 questions in both your sessions, AM as well as PM sessions. So in totality, you'll have 30 questions. It could be 15, 15, or it could be a different distribution. So then comes quantitative methods that has another weightage of 6 to 9%, which averages to about 7.5. So you can see about six questions or 6 or 7 questions in each of the session. Then sir comes economics, that is again averages to 7.5%, same 13 questions. FSA, so what is FSA? FSA is financial statement analysis. It is similar to accounts, but like it is a step up from accounting, wherein like accountants draft the financial statements. So as financial analysts, what do? We analyze those financials so that we are able to sell or buy, we are able to give recommendations to our clients who are intending to invest money. ठीक है, so what is its percentage? उसका भी percentage is about 11 to 14%, which averages to 12.5. So you can see about 22 questions. Corporate issuers tells us about the governance that happens in a corporate house. Uski kya percentage is? That is also 6 to 9%, averages out to 7.5%. So number of questions that you can see is about 6 7 in each of the session. Okay, then comes equity, another important topic which holds about 11 to 14% weightage in the exam. Again, this boils down to 22 questions in totality. Fixed income has a similar distribution. It also gives 22 questions. Then comes derivatives. Derivatives is one of the most conceptual topics in the entire curriculum, but it holds only 5 to 8%. And so this is a very big, it has a very big asterisk against it because it is very conceptual. It takes a lot of time to internalize the concepts, but at the same time has a very less weightage of just about 6.5% on average. Then comes alternate investments. Alternate investments are opportunities और avenues जहाँ पे हम invest कर सकते हैं other than equities और bonds. हमने सुना होता है कि equity shares है, bonds होते हैं, deposits होता है, but there is also another asset class by the name of alternate investments. जैसे real estate हो गया, जैसे commodities हो गया, उसमें भी we can invest and generate returns. So that also has about 7 to 8% of weightage, which boils down to about 15 questions in totality. And lastly is portfolio management that holds about 8 to 12 percentage in the weightage, and it has about 18 questions. So it sums up in totality we'll have to solve 180 questions. Okay, before this I'll also share how your exam will look like. So sir, there are almost 180 questions that you will have to solve in the exam. 5 plus almost 5 hours का एग्जाम होगा ये, जहाँ पे 2 hours 15 minutes का एक सेशन होता है एंड देन 2 hours 15 minutes का दूसरा सेशन होता है. बिटवीन दिस यू गेट अ 30 minute का ब्रेक. हाँ, एग्जाम के बीच में यू गेट अ ब्रेक. फर्स्ट इज द मॉर्निंग सेशन जिसमें यू गो एंड यू अटेम्प्टेड. उसके बाद यू हैव एन ऑप्शनल 30 minute ब्रेक. आई विल से टेक द ब्रेक एंड देन यू स्टार्ट विद द आफ्टरनून सेशन. अब कैसे इसको वेरी स्ट्रैटेजिकली अप्रोच करना है ताकि यू कैन मैक्सिमाइज एंड लेवरेज ऑन योर एबिलिटीज, हम बात करेंगे. बट इन टोटलिटी देर आर 180 क्वेश्चंस टू सॉल्व इन 2 सेशंस. दैट इज बाइफरकेटेड एज 90 + 90। ठीक है, तो इसको कैसे अप्रोच करना है अभी देखते हैं। तो फ्रॉम ऑल दिस दैट आई हैव शेयर्ड देयर आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टेकअवेज टू अंडरस्टैंड। एक तो इज एथिक्स, सेकेंड एफएसए, देन कम्स इक्विटी और फिक्स्ड इनकम का एक ब्रैकेट, एंड लास्टली पोर्टफोलियो मैनेजमेंट। दीज आर वेरी वेरी heavy topics which can give the exam in your lap, and if you've prepared really well, you are rest assured, you are very confident for the exam. So 5 topics dominate the entire prep for CFA level 1. Okay, these must be your focus areas. See, you cannot say कि हम सिर्फ ये 5-6 टॉपिक्स एड्रेस करेंगे, बाकी हम छोड़ जाएंगे। यू विल हैव टू पास इन ईच एंड एवरी टॉपिक एरिया। ऐसे नहीं हो सकता कि यू पास इन एथिक्स बट यू फ्लंग इन इको या इन अनदर चैप्टर इन अनदर टॉपिक एरिया लाइक ऑल्टरनेटिव इन्वेस्टमेंट्स। ऐसे नहीं होता है। आपकी ओवरऑल परसेंटाइल देखी जाती है एंड एट द सेम टाइम परसेंटाइल ऑफ एवरी टॉपिक भी देखी जाती है। ठीक है, सो द बेस्ट थिंग इज टू प्रिपेयर द रेस्ट इन एन एफिशिएंट मैनर, कि पहले अंडरस्टैंड द कॉन्सेप्ट and next may we go formula based. So how can we very strategically and tactically look at our preparation? First is master FSA. What is FSA? Financial statement analysis. It holds for about 11 to 14%. ठीक है, अगर आपने ये कर दिया है तो यू आर वेरी कंफर्टेबल विद द इंटायर करिकुलम। नाउ हाउ कैन वी ब्रेक दिस इनटू सब मॉड्यूल्स ताकि आपके लिए वो और कंफर्टेबल हो जाए? यू कैन ब्रेक इट एज इनकम स्टेटमेंट का एक चैप्टर हो गया, बैलेंस शीट रिलेटेड कुछ चीज़ें हो गई, कैश फ्लोज रिलेटेड हो गई, एंड लास्ट में रेशियोज एंड अकाउंटिंग डिस्क्लोजर, जिसमें थोड़ा थियोरेटिकल पार्ट भी आ जाता है कि हाउ फाइनेंशियल जो स्टेटमेंट्स होते हैं, फाइनेंशियल रिपोर्ट्स जो होते हैं, हाउ आर दे रेड, व्हाट टू टेक बैक, उनकी एनालिसिस कैसे करते हैं। तो दैट इज़ अनदर थिंग। तो वेरी फर्स्ट योर focus area should be FSA, financial statement analysis. Then very important is prioritize ethics. Ethics is very very important. अगर आप ऊपर देखो, the most amount of weightage is given to ethics. The CFA Institute wants you to give 2 things: competent and trustworthy advice to clients. तो इसलिए ethics पे there is a lot of focus area. ठीक है सर, इसमें क्या बोलते हैं, इट इज ऑलमोस्ट अकाउंटिंग टू 15 to 20%, 17.5 ऑन एन एवरेज अगर आप लेके चलो, दिस इज द वेटेज दैट इट हैज़ इन द एग्जाम. सो यू हैव टू प्रायोरिटाइज दिस, एंड आई टेल यू वन थिंग, ethics questions are very tricky but solutions are very easy. Either you know the answer or you don't know the answer. There is no midway. So you will have to understand the ethics, you will have to understand the पीछे की जो psyche is happening, कि why the institute is saying this and why the institute is not saying this. Because at some points morals will come into question, integrity will come into question, but you will have to very carefully understand what the standard, जो ethics के standards होते हैं, what are they trying to convey, and basis that you will have to answer the question. So yes, it is very tricky, but answers are very straightforward. They'll try to jumble you in the question, but your leverage will be to read through the answers and understand कि yes boss, this is the, ठीक है। फिर आता है हाउ कैन वी मास्टर दिस, बाय रीडिंग द CFA कोर मटेरियल एंड डूइंग ऑल द क्वेश्चंस। क्वेश्चंस अब 2 टाइप के होते हैं, एंड ऑफ चैप्टर जो कोर मटेरियल में है, एंड ड्यूरिंग द चैप्टर, लाइक इन चैप्टर में दे आर ऑल्सो ब्लू बॉक्सेस दैट दे आर प्रोवाइडेड। सर ये तो बहुत ज़्यादा मटेरियल है, कैसे करेंगे? For that very reason, I am there. I'll condense, summarize, and concise the entire ethics in about a very less number of pages so that you're able to understand it and take the essence out of it. ठीक है, and when you sit for the exams, you're all prepped कि सर ये तो हो जाएगा। ठीक है, एंड लास्ट, दिस इज़ वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, डू नॉट लीव एथिक्स फॉर लास्ट डे, बिकॉज पीपल थिंक कि एथिक्स इज़ वेरी थ्योरेटिकल, बाद में पढ़ लेंगे, बट लास्ट में होता नहीं है, बिकॉज देयर इज अ लॉट ऑफ स्ट्रेस दैट कम्स फ्रॉम डिफरेंट टॉपिक एरियाज, एंड एथिक्स इज लाइक एन अम्ब्रेला, इट अफेक्ट्स ईच ऑफ द टॉपिक एरिया। आपको कुछ ना कुछ फ्रॉम एवरी टॉपिक एरिया मिलेगा इन दी एथिक्स क्वेश्चन, सो इट इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू अंडरस्टैंड। ठीक है, फिर आता है द नेक्स्ट ब्रैकेट ऑफ क्वांट्स एंड इकोनॉमिक्स। वेट्स आर लोअर, अगर आप देखो क्वांट्स की कितने वेट्स है, क्वांट्स का वेट है 6 to 9%, सिमिलर इकोनॉमिक्स का भी 6 to 9% ही है। तो इन टोटलिटी यू कैन सी अबाउट 13%, 13, 25 to 26 questions will come. However, the concepts repeat in level 2 and level 3, so they are very foundational in understanding. ठीक है, we should not run, we should not just brush and leave. It is very important to internalize and imbibe the concept. And lastly, supplement it with a lot of question solving. फिर आता है इक्विटी एंड फिक्स्ड इनकम। कंबाइंड वेट इनका 25% है, एंड देयर इज अ लॉट ऑफ प्रैक्टिकल एप्लीकेबिलिटी। ठीक है, मेक अ फॉर्मूला शीट a one stop guide for you for any formulas, equity, fixed income में very very specifically. But if you can make one for the entire CFA level 1 curriculum, nothing better than that. In the course, in the lectures, we will curate an entire formula sheet, तो आपको कोई भी issue नहीं होगा. We will, after every chapter, after every formula that we read, we will add it onto the sheet so that before the exams you have a bird's eye view कि sir ये सारे formulas है. ठीक है. फिर आता है another bucket of corporate issuers, derivatives and alternatives. The corporate issuers tells about the governance of how entities function, how should they function. ठीक है. तो it has a lot of overlap with FSA, that is financial statement analysis, क्योंकि financial statement analysis report करता है वो. corporate issuers बताते हैं कि report करना कैसे चाहिए and what is the should be way, what is the correct way. ठीक है. And next is conceptually understand derivatives, do not overly complicate it. See, derivatives is a very stressful area. It tends to get very naggy towards the end, but you have to understand it just has a 5 to 8%. You have to understand it and supplement it with question solving right away. आप इसको delay मत करो. As soon as you read the concept, jump to question solving, you will get that confidence, move on. Nothing else. Derivatives का in level 2 and level 3 there is a lot of weightage, बट उसके लिए अंडरस्टैंडिंग एट द फाउंडेशनल लेवल इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. ठीक है. एंड लास्टली पोर्टफोलियो मैनेजमेंट. कि अगर हम CFA का पूरा सार निकालें ना, तो द CFA इंस्टीट्यूट इज वांटिंग टू मेक यू अ पोर्टफोलियो मैनेजर, wherein you understand about different asset classes, you understand about different securities, different opportunities, and then keeping the investors risk appetite, risk जो उसका रिस्क की एपेटाइट लेने की एबिलिटी है कि इट कैन टेक दिस मच रिस्क, उसका जो रिटर्न जो एक्सपेक्टेड है, टेकिंग एवरी थिंग इन टू कंसिडरेशन एंड देन ड्राफ्टिंग एन अपॉर्चुनिटी जहाँ पे वो इन्वेस्ट कर सके. So the CFA Institute is very very bent upon to make you a portfolio manager. So this is very important and this is also very high scoring once you get the intuition या back end में what they are trying to say. ठीक है. So this is how you can strategically approach the exams. Master FSA ethics is very very important. बाकियों को you can do in buckets, like quants becomes very practical, you can supplement it with a bit of theory like economics. Equity and fixed income go hand in hand, you will be able to grasp it better because we are exposed to equity markets more than fixed income markets, but we have a conceptual understanding of what equity is and how it differs from fixed income. ठीक है. फिर आता है द नेक्स्ट बकेट ऑफ कॉर्पोरेट इशूअर्स, डेरिवेटिव्स एंड ऑल्टरनेटिव्स. दिस इज अ वेरी नाइस टॉपिक, very scoring topic if you conceptually understand and सीधा you jump to question solving. ठीक है. Conclusion, always do active practice over passive reading. The course is very vast. If you go down to read the institute material या notes, आप पढ़ते ही रहोगे. The end goal is just not to read, it is to synthesize all the data that you have read, all the information that you have read. आप उसको एक्शन में लेकर आओ, सॉल्व क्वेश्चन, उससे आपका कॉन्फिडेंस डेवलप होगा और जो आपने कॉन्सेप्ट्स पढ़े हैं वो कंसोलिडेट होंगे. दैट इज मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट, है ना. उसके बाद मेक अ फॉर्मूला शीट, अ बर्ड्स आई व्यू फॉर ऑल टॉपिक एरियाज. वील डू दिस इन द क्लास. प्रायोरिटाइज द प्रेप एज पर द इंस्टीट्यूट वेटेज. तो ये जो भी हमने वेटेजेस ऊपर देखी थी ना, इट इज़ ऑल कर्टिसी ऑफ CFA इंस्टीट्यूट. अगर आप CFA इंस्टीट्यूट के ऑफिशियल वेबसाइट पे जाओगे, दिस इज द वेटेज दैट दे हैव गिवन. आई हैव नॉट एडेड एनीथिंग फ्रॉम माई एंड, एंड व्हाट बेटर प्रिपरेशन दैन फ्रॉम द CFA इंस्टीट्यूट इटसेल्फ. ठीक है. Lastly, last but not the least, consistency. Always prefer over intensity. Do not study for about 5 to 6 hours at a stretch और फिर आप एक हफ्ते के लिए नहीं पढ़ रहे हो. Study in bits and pieces but keep that consistency. That is very important. वो break नहीं होनी चाहिए because more you are in the realm, more you are into the practice of actively solving questions and studying, वो एक आपकी appetite बनती रहती है to take in more concepts and synthesize them. ठीक है. एंड लास्टली, द बेस्ट थिंग दैट आई फील इज लेवरेज द यूज ऑफ कैलकुलेटर. द कैलकुलेटर दैट देयर इज दैट वी हैव टू यूज हैज दिस फंक्शन ऑफ HTORCL, which is storage, and then we can recall the storage that we have done, है ना. So do not end up writing formulas or writing answers. Use the HTORCL, storages and recall function that there is on the calculator. This will come in very handy. ठीक है. But a disclaimer before I end the video, I have taken a very conservative approach by averaging the weights. It can be different also, but I guess this gives you a very big or a very broad picture of how the exam looks like. Okay, it is very overwhelming. See, like I wrote 10 subjects hai, 90 plus chapters हैं, 180 questions, almost 200 to 250 hours of prep होएगा, and we have two exam sessions, एक AM session, एक PM session. सुनने में कितना overwhelming लग रहा है कि सर बहुत ज़्यादा है ये तो, but if you look at it very strategically and very tactically, we can pull it off, and we'll pull it off very easily. For that very reason this channel has been created, ताकि जो वो ट्रिक्स है, जो वो tactics I use, that I got from my seniors, I understood from taking guidances, I share that with you. You apply it and you see how you can tweak it as per your own prep. एंड एट द सेम टाइम स्ट्रैटेजिकली एंड टैक्टिकली कैसे, इसका मतलब कि लेवरेज योर स्ट्रॉन्ग एरियाज. इफ यू फील इकोनॉमिक्स इज अ स्ट्रॉन्ग एरिया, गो फॉर क्वांट्स, गो फॉर अनदर टॉपिक एरिया, साइड बाय साइड आप इकोनॉमिक्स का क्वेश्चन सॉल्विंग स्टार्ट करो. ठीक है. So this is what I wanted to share. This is your entire complete prep that you will require for CFA level 1. How to approach the exams, how to very strategically make your schedule. अब आपका attempt जैसे है, you can appropriately tweak the schedule. But if you want, we can come out with a video कि if there are 3 months to your exam, or 6 months, or if you want a 1 year 12 month का, you want a prep strategy, we can even come out with that. Okay, so do let me know in the comments. I can add that. If this video gave you any insight or any perspective, do like the video, and most importantly do share it across, because the right resource at the right time can do wonders, है ना. So this is what I am wanting to share with all of my students. Okay, so I hope this added value. In case you have any queries, please reach out. You can drop in a comment, or you can reach out to me on any of my social media handles. I'll link it to the description below. And do let me know how you like the video. If there is any feedback that I can work on, would be happy to update and tweak my progress also. Okay, so thank you, have a nice day, and please study with a lot of freshness and fun. That is what I believe. Okay, thank you, bye bye.